The other people out here that I cannot mention your name, but thank you so much. Um, Today we will be talking about. First, I will start with most of the things that Apostle Johnson Suleiman has been doing to me. Then I will talk about how I've been able to. Then I'll be talk about how I've been able to stay. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for your help and your support. Thank you. I really appreciate. I'll talk about everything, some things that he has been doing, because we only have an hour on Instagram before they cut us off. So then I'll also talk about how I've been able to get over it and, continue living. I won't start by the beginning. The beginning, right? A pastor, like which pastor go use police stay arrest person? Which pastor? If person like what? Where the good example dey? Where the good example? You are a pastor. Where the good example dey? You're supposed to be a good example. So where is it? So this man locked us up. If he first of all froze my account for no reason. He froze my account. I went to the bank to find out why my account, I wasn't able to use my ATM card. So I went inside the bank. The next thing I saw was police everywhere. When they bust into drug dealer kind of thing, that was how it came after me, like I was a drug dealer or something. So this man arrested me. For 3 days, he was refusing bail for no reason, refusing bail. So they had to publish this thing. Then immediately sue me to court. For the first 1 year, for Nigeria, where the rich people always get their way, for 1 year, thank God for the judge could not be bribed. The judge was a woman and she could not be bribed, but I know that her hands was tied too, because for 1 year there was no reason. Court could not find any reason whatsoever for over a year. And this is a pastor. For over a year, they could not find no reason why he arrested me. We kept going to court. This is a pastor. Then he extended hand to settle out of court because I was exhausted. I had to oblige to whatever it is. I can't follow up with anything he want because I was tired. I don't go court for over 1 year. And immediately after court, I'll fly come Canada back. He extended hand for settlements with no mind of settling. Now make me not get anything out of that settlement. He promised to give me money, so I could come in church, could cover him up with lies where Frank Shaibu prepared. So this man get no mind to settle. This is a pastor. This is a pastor Apostle Suleiman we're talking about. This is a pastor. After that, the spiritual battle I've been going through for covering him up. Not the small spiritual battle, I fight constantly. To the extent when we say, if I do music, I still get one of his, I screenshot one of his WhatsApp message. I made a music video 2020. I get the dates and everything. I go still post them. This man start to attack me, message me. Why me go do music? I try to build up how this man is a ritualist. Is not a pastor. This man don't poison me. I know people, they say, oh, Now man, when he say and the wife not there, why you believe him? When I also believe, at that time I believe in a pastor. Normal man go tell you say, oh, I'm not there with my wife. I not go believe. But if a pastor tell you say, I'm not there with my wife, you not go judge him like normal person when you believe in a pastor. So I believe in a pastor at the time. When he tell me say and the wife not there, blah blah blah, I believe because I feel saying a pastor, you know, go they lie this kind general lie with normal people they lie. And person who did that diabolical, they plan everything, plan to meet person, they'll plan to use charm on that person. All these things was pre-arranged by him. He arranged all these things. Unlike me, when I just feel say, oh, I meet pastor and all these things. He arranged all these things. This na pastor we dey talk about. This na pastor we dey talk about. Pastor Apostle Johnson Suleiman. It poisoned me. I come back to Canada. I did pass out blood. I showed my friend Yvonne Ogiame, the same girl he paid to make video against me, say me and I never meet. Apart from the fact that my friend betrayed me, this pastor, they ruin people's lives. Which kind of life if you say that girl won't live? She not if you show her face anywhere because everybody knows say you lie against your friend. So this now Apostle Johnson Suleiman, this now the things where they do. 2021, the end of 2021, I go because every move, this man they come against my every move. Anything I want to do, he go attack me, both spiritually and physically. This man they attack me. So I don't really see myself. I felt like, okay, if I did the BBL, I'll feel better with my body, myself, you know when your mind just feels say, okay, get something done and you will feel good. So I felt, okay, let me do something to make myself feel. I contacted Dr. Malu in Abuja. I not even price. I paid this man really good. People at the time said I paid 2.4, but I paid this man 3.9, which is 4 million naira. I have the receipt. When they tell me the price, because I don't want me betray me, I don't want price. I just, you know when you're trying to, okay, just do this for me and make sure I'm safe, that kind of thing. I know they're stupid, but I say, okay, let me just give him a lot of money so that as he tell me at that price, I say, no problem, let me just pay. At that time, COVID in Canada, they could not do it here in Canada, so I go Nigeria. This Suleiman still used Dr. Malu to lock me up. Say anybody I call, they won't inject me. I begin scream out of my lungs. I tell myself, say I'm not gonna die yet today. I begin scream out of my lungs. That one of the nurse say, people don't hear us scream. More not one today. Then they talk based on say I just wake up from. It's based on the fact that I just woke up in, I can't do it anywhere. I don't have family. If you want to do that kind of stuff, you need people around. I don't have anybody in America to help me. So, anyway, I don't believe, say, the man, okay, so I want to feel, say, Suleiman go stay there after me. Since 2018, I go your church, go lie on my own head. You not give me 1 error. I feel so okay, don't get everything from me. Okay, I'm trying to move on. I'm not gonna live my life the physical person there after me. That is not a life of freedom, you know. So I feel say okay, I'm moving forward. Instead, don't move forward. If they fight me spiritually, I thought that was it. So see this man wickedness. So see Apostle Johnson Suleiman wickedness. After the next day, and I begin call people. Anybody call the and say she don't go crazy. She don't go crazy. She don't go crazy. Mona just go. She has gone crazy. Now somebody call his police. Yeah, I know. Say you know my whereabouts. I know. I mean, I know from that day. I know they think all these things before, you know. I'm not a think all these things before. So Apostle Johnson Suleiman used this doctor to lock me up. After then, I came back to Canada. I could not even take drip. I was so lightheaded. I had to heal by myself. I removed the drip because where they want to inject me, I don't know. Now somebody that is very popular, now call, when you call his police, they come pick me up from that hospital. He first come by himself, they tell him, say make it go, say I don't go crazy. He say if person don't go crazy, I the person tell they talk on the phone. He can't call me, say yes, your life really in danger. I can't go call police from another place, come take me out of there. So since then, Apostle Johnson Suleiman has been fighting with me. I come back from hospital, because only me just there, I did on the low. I don't allow any other doctor give me drip, no matter what. I don't trust anybody anymore. I had to heal by myself. With no drip, I just came out from surgery, lightheaded all the time. It was so hard because I was so lightheaded 24/7. That's why I just did there. Somebody could still carry. So as only me did 24/7 all the time. I said, okay, if I go out, go eat, come back, I'll feel safe, I'll be okay. So I called on someone of my friend. I called on some of my friends to come take me out. Now so people just they betray me like that. So get one place for Abuja where the only place that they sell stash and Nigeria Warri food, Delta State, like Delta something, Delta State food, opposite that place. There's a road in between, like major road in between, opposite that place in Abuja. You get one restaurant for them, my friends carry me go. When we did on the line, people, they like 5 people now they sell for everybody. As soon as we reach our turn, everybody disappeared. Nobody did it. So the person will carry me go, they say, I can't beg them. I beg now. Make una sell for me. Me, I can't vex. Say, why they beg? We can't buy food, you know, because it might calm down. I don't understand what they happen. I don't know, say the food where they sell for me, they poison the food. Nobody agree come as I can sell for us. One girl last after we don't wait for almost 10 minutes. Last one girl come as I can sell food for us. So the person carries somebody come with we sit down in the restaurant, they can't force me. Eat now. Oh, why don't you eat? Just eat now. Eat with us now. Why don't you the way they talk, I can't suspect, say waiting they happen. I say waiting they happen. You know? I can't suspect, but I don't suspect say for public food like that they could poison her. I can't say I don't want to eat. I can't say I won't go house, so they can't go drop me. So when I reach house, I can't eat this food. So I just see myself for the place be like, yeah, because the only people when the one know say don't die. Now I see for them. My auntie, now the first time I see my auntie there. So the way my auntie she just stand, they look me. So I feel her emotion, her energy very strong. Yes, they poison the food. But this now, wait till I can't see. I feel her energy so strong. But somebody did that they wait. You know, say for the hospital, they say if they won't kill you, doing surgery is the easiest way to kill you. They don't try. Because when I wake up, the doctor say you died 3 times and you woke up. You came back. So they don't try 3 times. They don't succeed, you know, before I wake up from the surgery. So when I at that dream, it could be like say that they put person for there to wait for me. As I just reached that place, somebody just say, "Oh, I've been waiting for you. Please come help me do something. Come, join the person." The person say, come, help me do something. It is like rush me. I could say I get video. So my auntie, they look me, the way she they look me, I get confidence the way she they look me. Because the way the person they drag me, I won't follow the person, but I can't get confidence because of the way my auntie they look me. Now I tell the person, say, I have a video shoot. I cannot follow you anywhere right now. My auntie just stand and look me. So the person said, come. He said, no, please, now come and help me. Just follow me. I said, I have a video shoot. Follow you, come with me. Let me finish my video shoot before I can come and help you. So I can't look time. I can't say, see, I don't late. As I say I don't late, I just wake up. As I wake up, I don't feel move. I don't feel move, like I was no strength. I don't feel get up. I don't feel move. It was like the whole energy inside my body was sucked out for some reason. So, you know, as I wake up, I can't, and that day I can't, but I don't feel suspect the food immediately because still, I'm trying not to always think that someone is after me. I can't be thinking someone is after me every time. I can't be thinking that someone is trying to kill me. I cannot be thinking like that. So I did suspect the food immediately. So I felt, okay, let me eat something. I went back to eat the same food. It was just, my body was just doing me like I wanted to die. I was stooling, vomiting. I went back to no energy, even worse. This is what Apostle Johnson Suleiman did to me. It was like they had someone in the dead land to wait. You know, say these people they are equipped with evil, you know. Even for the past days since I dropped this flyer, he has been trying to put fear inside my body. Fear. He uses fear on people, but that shit does not work on me anymore. That will not work on me anymore. It's been 5 years. 5 years. So what? It's been 5 years. So then I can't realize that it's the food. And so I tried to eat something else. I started getting better. So I said, okay, they can't, because I bought 2 food. I said they can't poison 2 food. I didn't think it was poisoned at that time. I said, okay, maybe it was something in the food. So I left that one and I ate the other food. So I ate the other food. So the same thing again. I felt like someone was trying to kill me. All my energy drained. So that was when I knew it was the food. So I had to stay on my own. For 3 months, I couldn't fly. I was alone constantly. I had to clean up the house by myself. It was a lot of suffering Apostle Johnson Suleiman put me through. So when I came back to Canada, so I didn't say anything until February this year. And before then, Apostle Johnson Suleiman will be sending people to try to date me in this country. They'll pretend like they want to date me, they want to do this and that with me. But the next thing I see that they are trying to betray me. To the extent I called police. I've called the police more than 3 times. So I give someone a restraining order before they begin beg. They begin beg me, say, man, I'll put them for jail in this country because I will send you to jail. I don't have time. There's a reason God put me in this country. So that all this wayo when they happen for Nigeria, they put people's life at risk. It won't happen to me. And I am not the type to keep quiet. Apostle Johnson Suleiman knows me from the first day he met me. He knows I don't lie. I don't hide the truth. When he was calling me, speaking to me on the phone to come to his church, when he called, he would tell me to leave everybody and go to the corner. It's not like he wants to say anything sexual, but he wants to make sure that people do not hear how I speak to him, because I tell him the truth right in his face. I tell him this is not how it is. I tell him the truth. Anyways, he has been attacking me both spiritually, especially spiritually. So as we go on, I'm going to, if I remember anything, I'm going to tell how I met him. I met him for counseling. I've said this before. You guys need to go back and watch more of my video. We only have an hour. Now we have 30 minutes, and I want to make sure I'm able to touch some important point before Instagram cuts us off. Anyways, how I met him, a friend of mine got married that sings in his church. This girl died. This girl I'm talking about, she already died 2020. I know it's Apostle Johnson Suleiman that killed her. This girl is dead now. This girl gave me, so she got married. She sings for Apostle Johnson Suleiman. She got married. So I messaged her on BBM. I said, girl, and you said, no, this is your husband. I was young. I was 20 years old. So I was, I said, how did you know this is your husband? He said, oh, his pastor counseled her, this and this and that and that. So she said, oh, if you have any person to get married to, if you want counseling, text him. Now text message, I texted this man about counseling, about people I want to get married to. Then he called me on the phone and changed everything from counseling to dating. I was scared. I said, I can't be the first person you want to marry. He said him and his wife are not together, but he cannot publicly break up with her right now until he finds someone else, so he will not be single. So he told me about some people he has dated before. I've said that online before. So he told me about people he has dated before and everything. Anyways, that was how it started. He started sending me money. He started, it totally did not say anything about the people I wanted to marry. I had two people I was confused about. I needed counseling, but it did not counsel me. It changed everything. So that was it. And I believed he used charm on me because he's very diabolical. Before I followed him, I didn't even know, I couldn't even think about what I wanted before. I just followed him. Anyways, so this man has been fighting me spiritually a lot. I see him almost like every day. First of all, I see him every day. I see him every day in my dream. This man is not a pastor. Apostle Johnson Suleiman is not a pastor. Is not a pastor. In fact, one day I had a dream. That he was like the ruler of darkness. It was like the ruler of darkness. Then there was me, and there were people, other people, and there was a boundary between him and us. Then everybody was saying their name. I didn't listen to their names, but I was the last person that spoke, and I said, my name is Stephanie Otobo, and I will be fighting for me and my family. I said that I will be fighting for me and my family, and someone called Vera. I don't know. I said I'll be fighting for me and my family and Vera. I don't know who Vera is in real life, but I don't know. So then Apostle Suleiman was on the other side. It was like the ruler of darkness. Then me and other people were on this side. There was a boundary. Then we're all naming our names and what we are there to do. And it got to my turn, and I said, my name is Stephanie Otobo, and I'll be fighting for me and my family. That was when I woke up. This man is the ruler of darkness. And I want to let you all know that, first of all, if you are going through anything, for what I've learned in this whole process, how I've been able to be strong and be alive, because there's no amount. This man has put death on me. I will feel the death, like you feel it, that this is death. For the past 2 days, he has been doing it because he doesn't want this to happen. But this is happening right now. And I came with my real face so that you can see my real face. This is happening right now. So, may not be like say I hide. I'm not hiding it under anything. This is my face, Suleiman. I am alive, stronger than ever. You know. So, Apostle Johnson Suleiman is not a pastor. They keep quiet since, but it's not physically. It's keeping quiet and sending people to comment negatively, but spiritually, he's going everywhere to make sure. But God has been showing him that he's him who is God. Anybody, you know who God is. Anybody that thinks that they are God, God will let you exercise your power. God will allow you to exercise your power. When you're done, that's where he starts. That's where God starts. So I want to let people know, anybody that is going through anything. In fact, I don't see you they go through anything when it was past this right now. I don't. And there's nobody that is going through anything that is worse than this. But I am here trying to encourage you. For how diabolical that man is, imagine what he has been doing to me. There are things I cannot even say right now. To the extent that it has been so bad that people that are dead are even trying to help me. And let me clear something quickly about people that are dead that are trying to help me. So I studied the book of Galatians 2 verse 20. I want you to know this is from the Bible, but for you to get an explanation more, you have to go into Google and let Google explain more to you, because the Bible doesn't really explain deeply. So this man has suffered me to the extent that dead people are trying to help me. That's what I'm trying to explain right now. Galatians 2 verse 20. It says, when the earthly body of the believer dies, he or she lives on spiritually. Through faith in Christ, believers have been made alive in the spirit, just as Jesus lives in the spirit. We who profess Christ is not the sleep or the grave. So like you hear, through faith in Christ, believers have been made alive in spirit, just as Jesus. You guys can learn it more. When I say I see death, I don't see like people I don't know, unless they come to me by themselves and give me a message. I don't think about them. But most of my friends, at least my auntie one, Auntie Esther one, that one is helping me big time. I know she made sure that I did not stay in the land of the dead when Apostle Johnson Suleiman poisoned me. Because they don't say, if I die and they wake up, and they die and they wake up. So it was like they arranged someone there to actually take me in and leave me. And you know, do you understand? It was like they arranged someone there to take me in. This man is very, very bad. Apostle Johnson Suleiman is very, very bad. Apostle Johnson Suleiman is very, very bad and evil. When the doctor then find out, say, I they die, they wake up, and not they stay in the land of the dead. It was like they arranged someone. My auntie was there. The way she was staring at me, I had enough confidence to tell the person, say, no, I can't help you. I have a music video. That was what I said. I said I have a music video. So yes, sometimes when a good spirit died, like I just read from the Bible, when a good spirit died, they live on with Christ just the way. And yes, even my friend Habib has been telling me about faith. He has been encouraging me. These people are encouraging me. My friend Angela, my brother Victor, all the people are dead. 2018, after I left the church, when Suleiman refused to pay me, he carried me go to church. He carried me go to church, ma, I go lie. He carried me go to church, make I go lie on myself. I'll open say I don't go through this stuff for over a year now. They go court. Over a year. So I say, okay, first of all, if people not see, say a pastor is not supposed to arrest you. A pastor is supposed to be a good example, good leader. People not they see, say a pastor is not supposed to arrest you. Secondly, for 1 year, over a year, they not find any reason why the man arrest me. But they could not persecute him because I know that the judge's hands were tied. She was the only one trying to help me, trying to make sure that she was not bribed. I knew her hands were tied. She tried her best. In Nigeria, I know how corrupt the system is. So they transferred, when they transferred the case from that judge, that was when I'm like, okay. When Frank Shaibu approached me, I said, okay, because I can't be flying to another place. At least Lagos, if something happened in Lagos, people will see it. Katsina, I'll be somewhere really far that is not even like Nigeria. That's where they put it. It's Nigeria, but it's really, really, really like a place I would never go. So after they transferred the case, I could not continue. That was when I went to the church, you know. This man did not have mind for settlements. This pastor did not have mind for settlement. And I'm glad that I didn't. I'm glad that I did not settle me, because which amount of money will cover that kind of atrocities? I am glad I'm speaking my truth today. I fought the battle to get here today by the power and the grace of God through faith. So if you guys are going through anything you guys are going through, let me just tell you, it cannot be as bad as this. But first, when I went to the church and I came out with no dime, everybody was against me. The whole Nigeria was like, whoa, so this girl, this, that. The people were swearing for me. I almost took my own life. I was suicidal. I just thought it was over. I'm like, okay, my life is over. Let me just end it. That was when the first time I saw my brother, my dead brother. He was the one that stopped me. He was the one that said, it's not over. He was just screaming. He was screaming. And as soon as I knew it was him, I trusted him immediately. I was able to hold on. So let me just tell you, first of all, when I went to the church, that was a downfall. And anything you are going through right now, I want to let you know it is a downfall, but Jesus Christ went through the same thing. Remember at the cross, he felt abandoned, right? Remember? It said, why art thou forsaking me? If you feel forsaken, it's okay. But you must agree that he's the Lord, is the God of your forsaking. He's the God of your downfall, because he will still be the God. That's when you're down, that's where your faith, this is, if you can understand this, no matter what you're going through, this is what I've learned. You must accept your situation and accept that he is the God of your downfall. That's where you start building your faith again. Because let me just tell you, any situation you're going through is just questioning your faith. Any situation you're going through, any situation you're going through right now, just know that that situation is just there to question your faith. Okay? Remember, I trusted this Apostle Johnson Suleiman. He poisoned me. First of all, I could not get over that. He poisoned me. He poisoned me. He locked me up with that Dr. Malu in Abuja. He used my uncle against me. They are all trying to say the same story. She has gone crazy. She has gone crazy. But my mind is quite clear. My mind clear past Suleiman. Like, my mind is very, very clear. Well, Suleiman, if you are that strong, how come God power still pass your power now? Like, you know? So anyways, if you guys are going through anything, just know that if you think anybody is against you, remove your mind from that person and focus on God. Because first and foremost, is God that allowed that thing to happen to you. Forget about the person. Build your faith. Build your faith. Forget about that person. Focus on your faith. Sometimes you don't have enough faith. That's where you believe. If you cannot believe a lot, then you trust. It's like noodles with different flavors. These three things are kind of the same. Faith, believe, and trust. Remember, without none of these things, you cannot please God. You need this stuff to please God. And you remember that everything happens together for good for those that love God according to his purpose. Now, I believe this is God's purpose for me. So whatever you're going through is God's purpose. Is leading you to God's purpose for you. Leave people that think that they're oppressing you. Just leave them. Because forgiveness is very important for God to have the vengeance, because vengeance is his. For him to fight for you, you must forgive. I have forgiven him. But I will not stop healing and speaking my truth. I will not stop healing and speaking my truth, but I have forgiven him. If you like, make it continue, whatever he's doing. I have forgiven him. He ain't not going to touch me ever again. I will continue speaking my truth. I will continue speaking my truth. I know that Suleiman has sent people down here to comment and report what's going on, but let the whole world hear it. Apostle Johnson Suleiman is a ritualist. Apostle Johnson Suleiman is a ritualist. As soon as I say the lies, he lied to me about marriage and everything, I begin try to break up with him. The first thing he did, invited me to Nigeria and poisoned me. The first thing Apostle Johnson Suleiman did, he poisoned me. That was the first thing he did. This is a pastor. This is a pastor. A pastor that poisoned someone. As he say, and that poison not kill me. Then he used physical police like I was some kind of drug dealer or something. They came at me like I was a drug dealer. This is a pastor. Apostle Johnson Suleiman is not a pastor. Because, I mean, una know, like I said it before, I paid Timaya 3.5 million. We just did an audio. We're releasing the video we're shooting video. I paid Clarence Peter 2.5 million. I paid Clarence Peter. So like we had a video in the next 3 days. He arrested me 3 days before my video shoot, just because I want to do my music. Because which kind of pastor does that? What kind of pastor poisons someone? What kind of pastor arrests someone? What kind of pastor lies? And yes, he's so obsessed. He's obsessed. Apostle Johnson Suleiman is obsessed with threesome. Apostle Johnson Suleiman is obsessed with threesome. And for him to be talking about, imagine you are with someone and they are talking about threesome 24/7. It's somehow like a sexual abuse, because it will make, I was always feeling like, am I not enough for this person? That's like a sexual abuse. 24/7 Apostle Johnson Suleiman is looking for threesome. If they find threesome like petrol, Apostle Johnson Suleiman is looking for threesome 24/7. Apostle Johnson Suleiman, what kind of pastor poisons someone? What kind of pastor poisons someone? What kind of pastor poisons someone? Poison not work. He still can arrest me. He used Dr. Malu to lock me up. What kind of pastor is that? Sends boys in Toronto after me. I called the police on their ass quickly. To the extent I told him, okay, if you really like threesome that much, go and have your threesome without me. Because I was so, it get where a man go make you feel happy, you want to do anything for them. But you get the way the man would talk about it, it will irritate you. Like I was feeling so irritated all the time. I was feeling so irritated all the time. Because it was just talking about threesome. Threesome, continuously, threesome. To the extent that he tried to bring my friend to Canada for just threesome, because I refused to have threesome with him because of how abusive that was to me. It was so abusive. You know, imagine you're there with someone that you think you trust and everything. Imagine you're there with someone that you think you trust, and they are always talking about threesome. Threesome. That is so abusive, you know? And I believe that his wife is in on this, because when I went to the church, she knew everything that happened. She knew that I was brought in, arranged with all these soldiers. When inside the church, I wanted to say the truth, but soldiers with guns, they surround me. Like they were the one that brought me out. I know that they were at my back. You know, because I felt like people are there, let me just speak the truth. But there were soldiers with guns at my back. You know, you see how this man intimidates people. Apostle Johnson Suleiman is not a pastor. He's not a pastor. He is not a pastor. Man with a poison person, man with a carry police. Where the morals of Christianity? If person do something to you, now you go, you live and make God fight for you as a man of God. You live things make God fight for you. But where is the morals of Christianity here? Yes, a lot of soldiers, army, and whoever they are, they were dressed in their army uniform with a lot of guns. They followed us from Abuja to that village where church they in Benin. That what's it called? The church in that village where they use everybody head. I've been praying that God set everybody free. And also, I pray for everyone that is supporting me right here and people that will watch this later. I pray for you. I join my faith to your faith. Anything you're looking for this week, I pray that you find an answer to your prayers this week. I pray for you. And I pray for people in jail also. I pray for your freedom. You know, every one of you that your mind is clean. You are not following this pastor that is looking for people to kill. I pray that this week, God hear your prayers and God meets you at the point of your needs. And those in jail, I did not forget about you. I have you in my prayers. God will grant you freedom. And also, yes, Auchi. Also, the people he's locked up in Auchi, I know, imagine the kind of juju it take lock those people up for them not to see. For them not to see. Imagine the kind of juju it take lock those people up. I pray for their freedom also. I refuse to have the threesome because, you know, in my mind, I'm like, if this man is trying to marry me, why threesome? He claimed he wanted to marry me, so why threesome? In Nigeria, men marry more than one wife. So if you like, come here and talk about. We all know you are from Suleiman, so cool down. Anyways, I want to let you all know that God is alive. When your hands are clean, nobody can use you for anything. Nobody can use you for anything when your hands are clean. So the more he tries, let me still tell you something. The more you go through, because the more Suleiman tried to hurt me spiritually, whatever, the more I'm getting close. Like you know when you're whole. You know when you're whole. I am so whole. Like every sense of my mind is working. Every sense of my mind is working. Like the more he's trying to hurt me, the more God is taking. Like I know that very soon that this man will come down. I know that for sure, because God will not waste his energy to save my life for no reason. God will not save my life for no reason. If he was a normal man talking about marriage, I would not believe, because a normal man. Not when you believe someone is a real pastor, a man of God. Where your brain did, this girl, Amada, whoever you are. Not when you believe someone is a man of God. How would you think they are lying? How would you think they are lying? I mean, the more he tries to bring. So Instagram is telling me we're almost done. So let me just quickly wrap up. Whatever you're going through, it's according to God's purpose for you. according to God's purpose for you. Trust me. Anything at all, just trust. If you can't trust at that time, have faith. If you can't have faith at that time, believe. At the time, you need one of this. At the time, you need one of these. Honestly, you do. Anything you're going through, take your mind off anybody. Take your mind off anybody that you think is trying to hurt you. Take your mind off them completely. Forgive so that they can get out of your mind. You need to forgive so that you can stay aligned. You can stay aligned with God, because the vengeance comes from God, not from you, not from us. You know? So I want to let you guys know that I appreciate your help, those that are supporting me, and those that are his dog, Apostle Johnson Suleiman dog. I'm warning you guys, so he's a ritualist. It's either I don't use on our head already, or it goes soon use on our head for rituals. This man is a ritualist. Apostle Johnson Suleiman is a ritualist. God saved my life, so I can tell you this. If you like, come on here and talk anyhow. It's either they don't already use your head. It's either they don't already use your head, or it goes soon use your head for rituals.